So welcome back to the Jazz Improvisation Workbook series. This is volume 2, and we're shining the spotlight on the one and only Wynton Kelly. If you checked out volume 1, you know we kicked things off with Hank Jones. And this time, we're diving into the style of Wynton Kelly. In this series, we're all about getting inside the minds of the jazz legends. We'll break down their signature concepts and turn them into simple, step-by-step exercises that you can master. So, let's get started. Wynton Kelly's incredible body of work is packed with solos that showcase the many facets of his artistry. In this volume, we've split the book into 3 chapters, each focused on a signature style that defines Kelly's playing: blues, medium swing, and bebop. Each chapter dives into Wynton's unique take on swing, rhythmic phrasing, and improvisational techniques, proving just how versatile he was. And here's the exciting part. This volume is 3 times bigger than the Hank Jones volume. So get ready for some serious playing. Let's start things off with his distinctive approach to medium blues. As always, let's start with the harmonic concepts. This is a simple minor blues progression. 1 minor, sub 5 of 5 to 5. And in C minor, that's C minor, A flat 7 to G7. It's worth noting that Kelly had a masterful way of alternating between the 1 minor 7 and 1 minor 6 chords, blending the bluesy feel of the 1 minor 7 with the jazzy sophistication of the 1 minor 6. He used both seamlessly within a blues progression, showcasing his harmonic depth. Another standout technique that Kelly often employed was reinterpreting the sub 5 of 5 as a 5-7 altered of 5, and vice versa. So, A flat 7 and D7 altered are always present in Kelly's mind. Remember, the roots of a dominant and its tritone sub are always a tritone away, and they both share the same guide tones. All right, let's look at the left-hand voicings and comping patterns. Wynton Kelly's left-hand approach is simple. Like many jazz pianists, he often uses 2-note voicings, particularly intervals of fourths and tritones. One of Kelly's signature voicings appears right in the first chord of the example. He uses the root and 5th of the chord to form a 4th, instead of relying on the usual guide tones, the 3rd and the 7th. This is a subtle but crucial deviation from the standard shell voicings used by most jazz players. Another standout moment occurs in measure 3 with the C minor chord. Here, Kelly voices the tritone E flat and A, effectively transforming the chord into a C minor 6. This clever choice borrows harmonic color from the melodic minor scale, even as his improvisation remains rooted in the blues. One of the hallmarks of Wynton Kelly's improvisation is his deep, relaxed swing feel. To capture his groove, don't aim to play on time. Instead, drag your 8th notes just slightly, keeping them consistently behind the beat. Kelly's blues lines are rooted in 3 harmonic perspectives: the blues scale, melodic minor, and the Dorian mode. In today's example, he prominently uses the blues scale and the melodic minor scale. In his blues scale lines, Kelly often uses the flat 5, G flat, in two ways, as an approach tone to the G or to the F. For example, in the first note of this example, the G flat approaches G. Later, in measure 3, the G flat approaches F. So how does he use the melodic minor? Well, you can see that in the last three notes, G, B, and D. While they might seem to outline a G7 chord, they actually target the C minor in the next measure, creating a C minor 6 or C minor major 7, both derived from the C melodic minor scale. Let's talk about the rhythmic variety and neighboring tones in Kelly's 16th note runs. Kelly's lines are rhythmically dynamic, shifting effortlessly between swung eighth notes, triplets, and 16th note runs. A defining feature of his style is the descending 16th note passage with upper neighboring tones. In this example, Kelly uses notes contained within the C minor pentatonic scale, the same as the blues scale minus the flat 5. Also, approach tones are a key element in Kelly's improvisation. Take measure 2 for instance. Over the G7 chord, Kelly uses C sharp as a chromatic approach to the D from below. Then, in the next measure, E natural approaches E flat. These subtle chromatic movements add tension and resolution, enriching the harmonic detail of his lines, very much in the bebop style, which we'll analyze in-depthly in chapter 3. All right, so now it's time to practice with the call and response backing track. Remember that the first line is an original Wynton Kelly line, and then we play variations using the same exact rhythmic words and left-hand comping patterns. It's crucial that you develop an intuition of how to improvise using the same concepts. All of our members will receive a PDF with today's lesson, or you can get it on mdex.com, link in the description down below. Remember that if you own the book, you should also use the worksheets for this line to write your own solo and practice with the solo backing track. And when you get really good at it, you should try coming up with your own lines in real time. Here's the call and response backing track for today's Wynton Kelly line.